Herbivore.
Yo!
Hey!
How we doing, people? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Trying to get the sound levels right.
You're good people. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
You're very good people.
Was it Monday?
It's Monday.
Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. If you can be happy about such a thing in
Happy
your life.
bloody Monday. At least you're home from work. Pomo Dorino, you in the house. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you. Ticky Mickler, Mickey Tickler. How are you doing? Sergeant Angharad is with her mum and Fudge, as always. Good to see you. Windwaker's in the hizzy. Hi there. I love this community. I love this community as well.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
You're a lovely,
And,
loving bunch.
Yeah. So many of you have joined the Facebook community now. There's over like 500 people.
Oh, bloody hell.
Come over there. It's really nice. Yeah. And Angharad, I keep starting to reply to you on Discord and then feeling unsure about what I'm exactly doing over the course of the next few days, and so I don't message you yet, but I will soon. I was just going to ask you, is it okay if I let you know a bit last minute when I might be free? If I set, like, maybe I can text, so I've got your mum's number, just text and say like, oh, are you free in like 3 hours for that chat or something, and if you're not, you're not. Like, so I think that might work out that way. So if I keep trying to plan ahead, it's just not happening lately. I just keep finding that I'm really busy, but I do really wish to speak to you.
She's a bad person.
Yeah, I'd love to arrange that soon.
Oh, and also, let's get back to Ted Carr about
A date,
phone
yeah.
chat. Yeah, I'll book in with him after the stream.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is my hair all funny around the side? It's like
I think I can turn that up a bit or something.
on this side, like it's like I'm.
Hang on.
I'm a pixel.
How do I do it? Webcam.
Cowboy. Would anyone like to see Cowboy?
Webcam. Oh no, I'm thinking of another app.
It's okay.
No, I don't think I can do anything.
Oh, is it because I've got some blue in my hair? It's picking
yeah.
up on the blue. I'm trying to get a hairdresser to take this out for me before the camp out. Get my hair done. Fingers crossed she will do it in time. Or I'm going to have funny hair. Cowboy.
Alice is in the hizzy. Evening to you. General Gosling, good to see you as well. Holes Blanchard. Toby, I saw this earlier. I thought this is quite funny. I just did a 2-minute plank and was very pleased with myself. Then the little one said, can I have a go? And did 3 minutes, only 6 years old. I hope you are suitably embarrassed.
Oh dear.
General Codbud, good to see you.
Cat's being extra needy.
Yeah.
They're streaming, I know, I'll be needy though.
Yeah. I want them when they don't want me. Carrie, hi, please. I have to release the spider back to the garden.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a good person.
Make sure you do that.
Although if they are a house spider, you are sentencing them to death, as they
that
will
really
die
a thing?
outside. Apparently that is a thing.
But why don't you have millions of them in
But
your
to be
home?
fair, we do it all the time. But how do they get in your home
Yeah,
in the
how
first
do they
place?
get there to
Yeah,
keep
maybe it's
breeding?
lies. Maybe it's all lies just to upset vegans.
Do you remember when Russell Brand on that podcast, he said, what are you meant to do? Like, post it through your neighbour's house? Like, post a spider?
Yeah.
When he said that, I laughed out loud on the bus. It was like in the morning, there was a load of people going to work or whatever, and it was just quite busy. It was really quiet. And I'd been listening to him for so long, he's in my own world, and I just burst out laughing. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh God, I seem like a fool.
Beard less spirit is in the hizzy. Thanks for joining. And lovely Cherie, Mooncat's
Hi, Cherie.
better half. Hey guys.
Hi, Mooncat.
Hey to you. We can't wait to meet you at the camp out.
Yeah.
Hey Gemma, I missed you. Honey, I always want to see Cowboy.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for missing me. I feel like I haven't been on so much lately.
Christopher Sinsen. Sverige actually pronounces Sverige. Sverige is Sweden in Swedish.
Oh.
Yes, we all know.
Do we? I didn't know.
I just have so little respect for him, I can't be asked to pronounce his name correctly. Rowdy Riser, do you guys... And I like how God destroyed him in Mooncat's last video. Guys, if you haven't seen Vegan Mooncat's last video, go
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah,
I don't
watched
even
it.
mind if you go and watch it now, in all honesty. It's
I
that
watched it
funny.
Today, that was really funny.
Rowdy Rosa, do you guys take kelp supplements? No, although I have taken kelp directly, powder, which is the same thing as kelp powder in capsules. No, it wasn't powder, it was flakes, wasn't it? Do you think they're any good? So, yeah, you need 1/16 of a teaspoon of kelp powder per day. Kelp is very high in iodine. The trouble is it can be too high. So you need 150 micrograms is the minimum RDA. 1,100 bumps many people up against a safe, tolerable upper daily limit for iodine. The trouble with seaweed is that it can the strength can vary like sixfold the amount of iodine because it's like a natural variability and it's just really wild in seaweed, such that dietitians now, if you're suffering with thyroid disease, they warn against eating seaweed and say to use an iodine supplement such that you're getting a standardized dose and you're not going to be all over the place because they will play havoc. So, yeah, they are good. They can vary wildly. I prefer to use Dulse powder, Dulse flakes, Arame flakes, nori sheets, like a couple of those, a teaspoon of the first two I mentioned. 1 1/8 of a teaspoon of wakame flakes would give you the RDA. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it should be okay, but just know that the dose can vary quite wildly. And yeah, if you 6x'd minimum RDA of kelp, you'd be towards the upper. I think you'd be okay, but then say you happen to eat some produce which was grown in fairly iodine-rich soil. Maybe you ate a load of potatoes that day and some strawberries. These can be high in iodine if the soil is any good, which is rare, but it's not impossible. So, yeah, I have used iodine when we got it by accident, but I wouldn't seek to get that over the other seaweeds because just simply they're, you know, it's less likely to be just so wildly out.
1/16 of a teaspoon. I mean, that's so small. How would you? Yeah. How did you get that right?
Foxy Blonde in the hizzy. Good evening, you beautiful people. Right back at ya. Or Bonnie Scott's last there. You're welcome, Mooncat. Cherie's so freaking excited for the campo. I know, right? I
got myself a new dress in a charity shop for £3. I was well chuffed.
You told me that cost £2. You'd spend terrapin.
I didn't want you to know how much money I'd spent. I'll be wearing that at the camp out.
Vegemite, his real name is Sewage, and he was born in the hence his love for smelly fun things. I can't promote being unkind to people, but in this instance, you get a free pass. Carrie, a spider came in on my leg from the garden. Ah, that's okay then. I used to be afraid of them, but they are kind of cute and eat bugs. I have 10 resident spiders that eat the fruit flies in the summer. Yeah, summer brings. Ah, you're a spider wrangler, in fact. I'm sorry that I accused you of being a spider moiderer earlier. Jackie's in the hizzy, good to see you. And Giovanni again. Alex C. The news right now is talking about the current climate report and forest fires, and no one has mentioned livestock. Biggest factors, this is exceptionally so much. Hi, everyone. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, I find it upsetting, and most of all these days, I find it very confusing how, like, I just feel like I want to shake the world and be like, come on, like, what's going on here? Like, this is not right. Like, why don't you see, like, what's happening and how it's all set up? And, yeah, it's confusing to me that it could have got this far, you know, with things being the way that they are.
Are you guys familiar with the work of Dr. Salish Rao? He's like a real top climate scientist, and he worked directly under Al Gore during his like administration, and well, when he was like the vice president, I mean, and then so Al Gore wasn't like reporting on; he was just sticking to like the fossil fuels thing, and Dr. Rao told him to like do one, and just left and. Really kicked off about it, and then got involved in cowspiracy, and he's just getting all the facts out there. He's got some very good webinars at climatehealers.org if you want to really gen up on all the climate stuff. And I think that, you know, he's got some good actionable he's got plans. He says we can pull it round. He says we can pull it round, but we need to start, you know, really getting on with it. And so yeah, you might like to check out his work at climatehealers.org, perhaps share some of his stuff. Very good. Family Freedom, our lovely vlogging friends, Katie and Jojo and Bob. How are you guys doing? It was good to see you recently. They came to visit us. We had a lovely time, didn't we?
Yeah, it was the best time.
A lovely, lovely time.
I can't get over how you were just living in your van out the front of our house, and then you'd just come in and we'd have lunch together or whatever. It's like you're living right there. Like, I just found it so cool.
Van life.
It
is cool, isn't it? It's really different.
Yeah, I think I saw you just put up a story on Instagram. Something about your latest video, how you sort of shower in a van. I haven't seen it.
I went to start watching that, and then something happened and I couldn't watch it, so I'll be watching that later on. And guys, subscribe to Family Freedom. They are freaking great, and they get into the van life. It's very interesting stuff. Cherie, fab. Bella loves a charity shop bargain. It's her favourite thing to do. Wow.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I love it. Just every now and again. Go around, have a little look in them all, see if there's any cute dresses. Yeah, love it.
Bella had a really fancy dress on and some rainbow shoes that she got from a charity shop.
Oh, what?
She looked well fancy.
I want to show you something I got for the camp out.
Ooh.
I'm going to show it to everybody. Charging. Oh, sorry, Stephanie, look. Look. Oh, you can't quite... Oh, you can see it. Rainbow face jewels. Yeah, for the camp out. I love a bit of some rhinestones and some bits.
Like a rhinestone cowboy, get out of my light.
Will you glitter up this year?
Yeah, I'll glitter up. I'm gonna have fire. I'm gonna have flame heads like at the Scottish when I went to face paints, head paints, and I'm gonna have a glitter beard.
I saw someone posted in the camp out to say, is there going to be any face paints this year? And they said like, yeah, and they were like, yeah, that's great. And they were like, no, it's just it's just for the kids in the family area. And they're like, well, adults want their face painted too. It's not fair, is it?
Yeah, I would have been swearing. Mooncat, why did you swap sides on the stream? Well, I'm afraid that Gemma's got to answer that because that was her idea.
Because Paul sits forward like this a lot to read the questions, and he puts me in the dark, and also his face goes underneath the. Oh God! Why can't I point at things? What's wrong with me? I'm some sort of fool.
It's not mirrored. That's why.
Yeah, it keeps going.
Whatever way you think you need to point the opposite way.
And then also when he's using the mouse here with this arm, he keeps hitting me in the boob, and I can't. I have to sit quite far back, and then I get really shaded. And this way, it just felt like it worked better. All
right, we didn't ask for your bloody life story.
You kind of did.
Dan! He hasn't heard me. He's here. Lieutenant Dan. Sue Money cannot be misread or misunderstood. What? Oh, hang on. I missed your comment. Sorry. I'm going to be reading the IPCC report this evening. And a quick look. Strong stuff, a summary for policymakers. Super simple language. Nice. Family Freedom, watching you from a lay-by in our van. Miss you. Oh, lovely.
Oh, yeah, I miss you guys.
Yeah, that was so cool to see it. It felt like forever since we'd seen you, but then in another way, it felt like we did you like last week. 'Cause I don't know, we just carry on where we left off, don't we? It's a real nice friendship. We really love you guys.
Yeah.
Cherie, Bella wants to be that fancy. You might have to order her some.
Oh, nice.
Where did you get those from? They're only like 2 squids,
Yeah, I'm afraid I got these from Primark, so it's not like the most ethical type of a deal. I don't think you can get these like biodegradable. They're certainly reusable for sure. But there's some sites online where you can get glitter that's biodegradable. How cool is that? So I have got some of that, and you can. The ones I got, you get this little pot of I think it's shea butter, and you just put that on your skin and put the glitter on, so it's like non-toxic. You don't have to use any sort of glue type stuff. So you could just Google that, like biodegradable glitter and face jewels and stuff. I think there's a company called Shrine, or Gypsy Shrine or Shrine. I think I've used them before. They're pretty cool. There's quite a few companies now that do that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's get all fancy.
Jeffrey Wright, have you watched Dr. Gregor video on SIBO from earlier today? Yeah, it was quite damning, wasn't it? He reckons like half the time the tests are like false positives. All I can say is, I got tested and it was positive, and it obviously wasn't a false positive for me because it did the trick. And like a lot of people leave veganism when they get SIBO because it is horrible. I could hardly eat anything, in all honesty. And I was trying to bulk at the time, so I was in a really bad way. But Goji sorted me out in short shrift. So it's a shame if you do get false positives half the time, and then people may be taking antimicrobials unnecessarily. But I'm grateful I did it because it saved me. Like I couldn't have really carried on in the way I was. Catherine Green, I always get dairy ads whenever I go on vegan channels. Aww. You probably get dairy ads, whatever channels you go on. I'm guessing you go mostly on vegan channels. And the fact is that it's a good thing. It's a good thing because no vegans are going to be buying dairy. So really, they're just wasting their money, and it means they'll collapse earlier. So good job, I say.
And just it's really stupid that it would be set up that could be a thing on a vegan video.
I don't know. You can turn off certain ads from certain industries. I've never looked at it, but I wouldn't. And initially I thought, oh no, I don't like this because I'd be getting money from say the meat and dairy industries. But then I realised, well, better that it goes to me and my audience doesn't buy their things, and then I can do more videos and live streams and help end them sooner. So they're basically paying me to speed their demise. So thanks a lot.
Thanks for helping.
Super chat. Chris Grauer very generously donated $1.99 on the super chat. He's given us the thumbs up. He's liking what we're doing. He's seen what we're up to. He's given us the thumbs up there, the green light, and he's not got a question. He's just supporting his local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers out of the kindness of his heart. What a guy. Thank you, Chris. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're well.
Is Sharia moderator now? Nice.
I can't even remember. Yes, she is. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Did I know that? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Possibly not. Mean cat, don't be mean. We all like side boob. Family Freedom. Today I bought Jojo about £50 worth of clothes for £9. Nice. Can't beat it, can you?
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
The dress I got was Jane Norman dress. It's in perfect condition, and they're pricey. You would pay like 20, 30, 40, £50. $1 million for a dress, at least, for sure. So, I was pleased with that. £3.
Can I just complain? I tried to buy a summery, sporty sort of a coat, and there's nothing in the whole of Norwich that fits my arms, but isn't massive in the guts. There's nothing. It peed me right off. Curse my athleticism. Dina A is in the hizzy.
At least you're really sexy.
Can't help it. You guys are glowing. Well, thank you very much. You're very kind. How's things, Dina?
Are we looking sweaty?
Good to see you again. Yeah, we're all sweaty. And we love you too. Hey Nelly, how you doing? Good to see you. Gee, hey guys, love you guys. Just started watching a couple of weeks ago. I hope you're both well. Yeah, well, humans, the both of you. Good. Thank you, my friend. You're very lovely to say that, and thanks for supporting the channel.
I have a question for you all. Would you like to do a cook-along again next week? So it's Monday today. I wouldn't do it for Friday because it's not long enough notice to let people get ingredients, etc. So I was thinking next Monday. People have been asking, and it's been a while, hasn't it? We won't be on Friday night because we'll be travelling. We'll be at the camp out, won't we? Yeah. So Monday, it's the last opportunity that we're doing one together. So yeah, Monday. And if so, like, should we do something sweet, something savoury?
Should we do a little half-an-hour stream from the camp out?
Perhaps.
Do a mobile stream, couldn't we?
Yeah. Would the connection be good? Like the signal?
Well, maybe not. We don't know till we get there. Maybe we should get a second power bank before we go as well.
How many charges do you get out of that?
About 3, I think.
Yeah.
But then we've got 2 phones, and we'll be probably using them quite heavily, won't we? Money scrimper, eh?
Yeah.
And what about if I drop that one like I did the last one, and then like it's not working?
Okay.
Sold. Super chat. Dina A, very generously donated 3 Canadian bucks. No question, that pair has just given us mad love. Bless you. Thank you, Dina.
It's very kind. Very, very kind.
I was just going to say, Gurge, where in the world are you? How's the vegan scene there? And how's veganism treating you? I'm interested. Alex C, how about your son? Is he on the vegan way or trying at least greets to him and the cat tea? Thank you. So I did get to speak to him the other day. We keep missing each other. He's mostly eating plant-based at the minute. He's still having the odd not vegan meal here and there. He's kind of struggling to know exactly what to do all the time. So sometimes this is like a convenience thing. But he's going to come over this week and he wants to sit down and he wants me to help him like plan out like a plan of attack so that don't keep happening. And I think he may have watched Gary Yourofsky's speech video, or at least he's going to. Hopefully, I think before I see him. So that'll be interesting. Thank you, Dina. Another super chat, and there's a lovely unicorn with a stripy tail.
Nice, thank you.
You lovely person.
Will you film your catch up with your son?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, and we may be going for a meal as well. I need to chase that up, really.
Okay. It's unlimited buffet, isn't it?
Yeah. If anyone's in the Norwich area, unlimited buffet at Namaste on the 15th.
Is that this coming Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday. Catherine, I don't mind watching the Dairy Meat ads because I know they're buying their products, so waste all their money. Yeah, it's bloody good. Siri, I have the power.
Very good.
What is that? He-Man? Yeah. I sort of said it in the voice of Skeletor, that's why I got confused.
What colour hair have you got in your photo, Shuri? Looks like your hair's light. Is it old or do you newly have lighter hair? I'm interested.
Chris is well. Good to hear. Good old Andreas here. General Julicoeur. Oh yes, Gemma, the cook-alongs are fun. Yep, he's up for a cook-along.
Okay.
Toby, is it just me or now I'm vegan, all non-vegans around me are so ill all the time? Well, they're 73% more likely to have a moderate to severe case of COVID. In the case of keto dieters, 3 times more likely than a non-keto eater to have a bad you know, a moderate or severe case, you know, and potentially death. So there's some karma.
Yeah, I did used to get a lot more colds and things. I think what the main thing I notice now is that if I do come down with something, it's much shorter the time it takes me to recover. I could have had like a cold or flu or something for weeks previously, but I never get that now. I might get like a tickle in my throat. I'm like, oh, something's trying to get me. I'll hydrate a bit better today, or I'll have a rest day, or like whatever. And then the next day I'm fine, you know. But yeah, I couldn't pull it back that easily before from it vegan.
Super chat, Dino. What are you like? $5 Canadian on the super chat. You're number one, and you're number one. And thank you. And don't you wink at me.
And who's best? Me?
Who's best? You don't know, do you? Thanks, Dina. You lovely soul. Giovanni, make something that you would carry and eat for the trip. Some snacks. That's not a bad idea. What about some granola bars or something?
Yeah. Yeah, could do granola bars quite easily. I like to try and do something that doesn't require a lot of like noisy stuff, you know, for the stream, like blending or hours to set and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I could do some granola bars quite easily. Who would be up for me doing granola bars on Monday? Healthy. So some people think, oh, if you're making granola bars, how do you get them to all stick together if you've got no oil, no like maple syrup, etc.? I'm going to show you how. If you want that.
Should we take a tray of millionaire shortbread as well?
We can do. I guess even if they have got desserts, they won't have any healthy desserts, will they?
No, so we will need some desserts and some for the road. And we'll need some Snickers bites. Who's up for healthy vegan Snickers bites?
Tomorrow, we're doing a recipe video.
We were trying to do it today, but everything just went stupid and we just didn't get round to it.
Yeah, we figured out a way to do like a healthy kind of chocolate on the outside. No oil, no... A lot of the recipes, they'll melt a chocolate bar to put that on. None of that stuff, you know, it's all whole
None of that
foods.
muck.
It's all healthy stuff, sugar-free and everything. We figured it out. Yeah. I'm excited for that. You said they were tasty. We did a little trial of some.
Oh, no, very good.
Yeah. He scoffed a lot.
Andre, store-bought almond milk or cashew milk, what say ye? Ideally not. I mean, not as good as the Whole Foods, which it supplants. I mean, if it's not got like sugar in there and like the salt and things, like, you know, not too many additives. You know, but it's normally got synthetic like calcium and stuff. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. I don't say I'd never drink it or like it's like poison, but it's certainly not as helpful as the calories it's displacing. And oftentimes it has added oils, doesn't it, as well?
I can tell you how to make a homemade almond milk in like 1 minute. That's super tasty and completely healthy, no additives. You just want a tablespoon of almond butter, a pint, so like about 500 mils of water, put them in a blender, whiz it up. Almond milk. If you want it sweetened, put 1 or 2 dates in. Boom. How simple is that? We put that in our course. We thought that's such a good tip. And you can store it in the fridge for at least like around 4 or 5 days. Shake it before you use it. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to know. And if you want to, like, say you want to be consuming a bit less calories, you know, put like a bit less of the almond butter. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'll put the bin out later. Or if you're trying to bulk up or you're just trying to maintain like weight, you can put more dates and more nut butter. Be even tastier and more calories.
Toby Gosling, my son can get a mentor if he signs up to the vegan switch. I sort of feel like it's probably my job to guide him.
I didn't know that was the vegan switch. I guess it's like where you get help, is it?
Yeah, that's good though, isn't it?
That's really cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I just didn't get time to. We kept missing each other basically, but
yeah. I think like when you're new, you have some questions and you think you're sorted, but then you know you start getting into it practically, and then more questions come up, and then you realise, oh, I thought I knew what I needed to tweak, but now I need more ideas, and I didn't know I wouldn't know what to replace that with or whatever. Things just come up as you go, don't they? I think sometimes, and yeah, just need to keep chatting it through, sort of thing.
Word. Gee, I'm in Wolverhampton, mate. The vegan scene is similar to elsewhere in the UK. Mind you, there's a lot of lifetime vegetarians like myself, so quite a few restaurants I've started vegan now. Nice.
Very good.
Good on ya. Oh, and born a vegetarian, I always thought I was right just so yeah. Only recently have I realised how we exploit cows, yeah. So some of my friends recorded it. Good on ya. Good on you. And thank you for your kind words, Dina, and all your donations. You're very sweet.
Yeah.
Catherine, hope you have fun with the cook along. I'm at work when you'll stream usually. I'm at work now, even though I can be on my phone. No, she nice. Oh. That's something. Siri, yes, I've had the colour stripped from my hair back to naturalish colour. So I just stopped fighting the grey, so I'm going to leave it to do its thing.
Nice.
See what happens.
Very good. I'm struggling with my hair, girl problems. I'm trying to get this blue out, and I use the colour.
Your hair's on its period.
What? I used a colour eraser, like tried it on it, didn't take it out. It's just soaked it in. It's gone into the meat of it. What is it? What do you say about your hair? Anyway, saturated.
Not meat.
I need someone to sort my hair out. Like my blue is like down to here now. It's like brown, blue. So I really. Cross your fingers, everyone, that I can get it fixed before the camp out. Not that you care. Why would you care?
If not, we won't hear the end of it.
I won't come. I won't be there.
Dina, you are the king and queen. Good point.
Oh,
and thank you. You're lovely. Hell yeah. Oh, god damn.
Something food related that was, I think, when he said that.
Yeah. Carrie, I have less allergy reactions since being vegan. Added more fruit, fixed my stomach issues. Didn't experiment unintentionally hidden. Milk upsets my gut. Why do any chips need milk in the ingredients? Yeah, I think it's just like a lot of this powder is like a byproduct, and they're just trying to get rid of it, basically. Jeff, hey guys, I'm 23 and been plant-based for 1 year now. Which top 5 foods should I eat for my best potential? Well, that's very awesome. I wish I was as astute as you at such a young age. Top 5 foods to eat. I would say leafy greens, particularly cruciferous vegetables, so stuff like kale, bok choy, broccoli sprouts are probably the number one, and these contain a lot of a compound called sulforaphane, which is really anti-cancer. They have a lot of minerals as well, calcium, iron, and vitamin K, which we need so that our bacteria can make it into vitamin K2, which is normally lacking on a vegan diet, unless you're eating natto, which is not something I'd like to do. So there's greens, particularly cruciferous. I would say crucifers. And then I would say an allium vegetable, so like garlic particularly, onions, leeks, shallots, spring onions, or scallions, green onions, whatever you want to call them. They also are very good against like certain other cancers. So I like to eat one allium and one cruciferous vegetable. Then you want some good pulses. Like it's shown that for every 2 tablespoons of pulses we eat daily, 8% less chance of like an early death or something ridiculous. This is the Global Burden of Disease study, I think. Found this, or was it the Blue Zone study? I'm forgetting myself now. One or the other. Anyway, like pulses are huge. So like lentils, chickpeas, split peas, the myriad of different beans. Fruits. One time, the Global Burden of Disease study said the number one thing people could do to live longer is add more fruit in. So I think berries are the superstars. So I would say berries. There's 4. What would we say for number 5?
Flax seeds, chia seeds?
Flax seeds, yeah. Flax or chia. I would say do a tablespoon of ground flax and then a couple of ground chia. Good for omega-3s. The flax seeds has lignans, which are really good for a guy. They really help prevent you to get prostate cancer, which half of men who reach 85 years old or older do get like prostate cancer, whether or not it kills them. I would say, emphasize things like this.
So in our course, our Ultimate Guide to Plant-Based Nutrition, we've got like a PDF with loads of resources, and one of them is like a downloadable daily kind of checklist that you can print out. So we've put all that kind of stuff in there, all the things that we think good to eat on a daily basis. And so some other things we've included is like mentioning the different coloured produce, because the colours are the antioxidants, is that right? So we've got like a, so I'm going to tell you everything on there now. So we've got like a list for red produce, orange, yellow, purple/blue. We've got examples of what they all are in there, so you can like tick off through the week, like which ones you get. The green produce, mushrooms. Mushrooms are good, aren't they? Unique micronutrients.
Yeah.
Allium vegetables, herbs and spices, sea vegetables. You need some of that every day for your iodine, or supplement if you're not doing so. Legumes, grains.
Yeah, whole grains are very protective too. It's hard to just say 5.
Yeah.
I was conscious it wasn't really a really good starch source. I mean, there's starch in the legumes, but you would say like a grain or a sweet potato or something as well.
We've got nuts and seeds, and then we've also got exercise and hydration. Don't forget hydration, that's super important. Yeah, so that's one of the resources in our course.
Which you can buy for a small fee. Link in the description. Give us your money. If you don't want to give us your money, you can download our free nutrition e-guide, which covers all the basics for free.
Yeah.
Right. Where the hell was I? Carrie, any videos that are cook along are the best. I love them. Get new ideas all the time. Good. Andre, that's a good tip of the almond milk. I've never even tried almond butter. Just add it to the grocery list. Nice. Enjoy.
You could use any nut milk. No, nut butter to make the milk. Yeah, whichever one you want. I guess you could do seed butter as well. You get like sunflower seed butter and make sunflower milk or whatever you want. Yeah. Can't be bothered with all that soaking nuts and straining them, blending them and straining them through a nut milk bag. We're too lazy for all that sort of nonsense, aren't we? Yeah.
Vegan Noah, how are you guys doing? We're doing absolutely great, thanks. Yeah, business is going well. In our new business, we've made friends with a real top key figure in the vegan movement. He's going to help to catapult things, I think, and he's a really good guy. Really great to meet him. We did a Zoom call, so it's nice to meet one of our heroes. We're not allowed to say who, so I'm sorry to be a tease.
You were such a news tease.
I'm a news tease.
Yeah, things are going well, aren't they?
Yeah, really well. It's very exciting. And thanks for asking. And how are you, Vegan Noah?
Yeah.
Catherine, I have green hair and it's hard to change, so I'm going to buzz it off until it's left with just a bit of blonde. That is at the roots.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? If I've been dyeing my hair purple for like a year and a half, and then I think then it just, after it fades out, it goes blue, and it's just really saturated my hair, so I'm kind of a bit stuck now. So it's like, yeah, what to do? But I don't want to cut it all off, so fingers crossed I can fix it.
Andre, avocados lots and often, what sayeth ye? What would you say to that, if you've got any perspective?
I would say not much omega-3. So
short
flax and chia seeds.
Yeah, I guess they're quite high in omega-6, are they?
I can't remember.
I know they've got a lot of monounsaturated fat.
They've got some omega-3, from what I can remember.
Let's have a little look-see. Avos.
Yeah. And I think about what is my total fat intake for the day.
Yeah.
Like how much fat you have.
I think if you're trying to put mass on, like that, it's a great, a good thing to add in. So omega for an avo, 3.4 grams of omega-6 and 0.2 of omega-3. So yeah, not a favourable ratio, but it's not like there's tons of omega-6 in there. So as long as you're balancing it with your flax and chia and that sort of thing, it's got a lot of vitamin E. So one avocado on average has 20 milligrams, which is 22% of your RDA for vitamin E, which is a nutrient that some people struggle on if they're not careful. So I think they're pretty good. Caldwell Esselstyn thinks differently. I think he accuses monounsaturated fat as not being good for the heart. Is he correct or not? I cannot say. Okay, but yeah, I probably average an avo every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, we don't.
And I'm not adverse to eating 2 in one go. I certainly ate one this morning. I had avo toast. Very nice.
Would you say that are they easier to digest than nuts for some people? If you've got gut issues, or can that be a thing? A lot of people soak nuts, don't they? And
Yeah.
and stuff, but we've never really bothered with that, have we?
Well, I did actually do that for a while. I have
A long time
a
ago.
long time ago.
A long time ago we did, I remember.
But then Dr. Gregor says you don't ought to do that because you'll be destroying some of the phytates, which some people think are unhealthy, but those people are balanced, and actually is a very healthful compound in humans once your gut microbiome is used to having healthy foods within it. Bjorn, you lovely man. He's kindly donated 109 knocks. That's a lot of knocks.
Thank you.
And there's that lovely fox, and he's squeezing the heart at us. He's crushing my heart.
Don't squeeze me too hard.
He's squeezing me too hard.
Once I had to tell him, you're squeezing me too hard.
And what about that time I said, I know I'm strong enough?
Don't tell that story.
No comment.
You can't. You're such a tease. You're like, oh, I got this great funny thing or this exciting news, but I'm not going to tell you.
We will tell you one day. That might be a
They'll
year
be sick
from
of
now.
it by now. They won't care. They'll be like, oh.
Yeah, they'll have moved on.
Thank you, Beyond the Vikings. Very kind. I'm going to get my beverage. Excuse me for just a second. Oh, sorry, so clean's a lot. Oh, it's in the kitchen.
Gemma keeps bumping our robot. Okay. Alex C. P.S. He-Man, Kevin Smith, is vegan too. Unfortunately, only for health, if I didn't read you wrong. And then a flex.
Oh, God.
Thanks for that. Michael Askew's in the hizzy. I'm late. Hello, vegan lovelies. Hello to you. Better late than never.
Oh.
Our good friend Benny Green is in the hizzy. Our IRL friend. Good to see you. Vegan, grapefruit indeed is good for you. Also, you need to be careful with grapefruits. It contains an enzyme called narganin, and it can make any sort of medications and things more. It sort of potentiates them. I think it cuts down the sort of half-life. It stops your body from being able to clear so well, and it can double the effect of some medications. Some bodybuilders used to stack it with their. I can't even remember what bodybuilders do now. It's been so long since I've been a drug abusing bodybuilder. Ephedrine, aspirin, ECA, ephedrine, ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin stack, because they all sort of potentiate each other. And then some people stacked it with narganin, which is the compound capsule out of grapefruits.
You know a lot of things you do.
It took me a while to remember it.
Grapefruits. Who would have thought you'd have a thing to say about it?
You have to be careful with grapefruits.
Yeah.
Mooncat, a question, Paul. Jeff wants to build up bug up to impress the chicks, but is worried he's already had not be able to cope with the tsunami of ladies that come his way. Any advice? The amount of short sticks I've worn out, just don't do it. It's not worth it.
I'd say he should try and make himself a bit more ugly for the camp out, ideally. I don't know how. Just, I got no way he could be ugly really.
He's
but
gorgeous.
if you can find a way, you probably should do it. He's going to get sick of all the attention, really. And that's just going to be from me.
You're welcome. Jeff K. Crane. How's best to cook sweet potato? I think you can eat sweet potato raw if you shave it really fine. I think some people put it into a salad. I think that's a thing. Don't quote me. I think steaming or microwaving is probably best.
If you've got an air fryer, you want to make sweet potato chips. What?
It would be the tastiest way. Even tastier, make it into Hasselback sweet potatoes and put a load of, what's that called? What did you put in there? Tahini?
Oh, a tahini.
Little garlic slivers if you want.
Garlic slivers.
But yeah, if you're just saying the best way, if you mean in terms of health, you want wet heat cooking methods. If you want the tastiest way, Gemma's recommending the air fryer. And it does crisp up like sweet potato fries and wedges, but it does create acrylamides. If you do the Hasselbacks in it will create advanced glycation end products. It will 3x the AGEs.
You're such a party pooper for tasty foods.
I'm sorry that I want everyone to live a long, happy, healthy life. Hi, Mr. Alex. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Family freedom, your dessert books Your desserts book is the best recipe book ever. Well, thank you very much. And I'm not inclined to disagree. Millionaire shortbread and the cherry cheesecake. Donuts. Cheesecake. G, would you guys ever leave Norwich? Only if a new amazing business takes us to London and somewhere abroad. Abroad first, then London. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be leaving Norwich, but yeah, we are definitely leaving Norwich for greener pastures. Rowdy, guys, just thought I'd let you know the link for your free nutrition guide isn't working. What? It's working. That's the wrong. We got the bloody Honest Hemp one on here.
Oh no. So you haven't changed it for the stream?
I haven't changed it for the streams.
Okay.
Balinkinek. Is that what you meant? And thanks. So we need to change that.
Okay. Cowboy, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboy's in the house.
Stream.
Oh, well, thanks for telling us about that.
Link.
It's no good, is it? You could just go to... I'll post it. I'll post the link in the chat. Can't remember the site name. The domain.
That's really frustrating. I've been bigging that up for so long and it's been not so useful to us. Rearrange those words to make a coherent sentence.
Here we go. I've just posted it.
Thanks, Rousey Rosa. That was really nice of you to let us know.
Free e-guides, plantbasedpower.com or something. Yeah.
Gee, what are your thoughts on spirulina? So, according to nutritionfacts.org, it's generally contaminated. Some people, it might be the Ghost Whisperer guy, says that it's all right if it's from Hawaii.
Yeah.
But he may be bonkers. What else? Oh, it does have a neurotoxin within it, like regardless of whether it's contaminated. So nutritionfacts.org recommend that if you're going to have a sort of blue-green algae type supplement, go for chlorella because that seems to be safe. I think it has maybe some of those B12 analogues as well. Which may mean that you don't have adequate B12 working in your system, regardless of your actual serum B12 levels. Andre, I add hemp seeds to avocados to increase omega-3. Nice, and protein content, brilliant. That's great. Half and half. So that would be a great balance. Yeah, very clever. I like that. Superstar Luna, do you guys miss chopped up dead bits of animal corpse around your family and friends? I don't hang around family and friends when they've got bits of chopped up corpse generally.
It's a strange question.
And you know, do you think that you would ever be pleased to see bits of chopped up cats and dogs?
The way you've put that, it's making me think that it's not so much about the meat, that it's about the something you think that you're missing, like a connection, like a shared diet and lifestyle, and all the things in common, and I don't know if now there's any friction or teasing, or I don't know. Yeah, just how you said that, I think, you're not saying do you miss meat, do you miss meat around family and friends? The way you've sort of put that makes me think, it's about the connection part. The connection part more. So.
Why would we want to hang out with a load of murderers, though?
Yeah, but if you have a good, I don't know how to say this, but if you want to be close to your friends and family, and it feels like since you've gone vegan that you're not, like, I get that can feel hard, and so.
Oh sure.
Yeah, so it's like figuring out how to have better communication in the relationship, I think. And to communicate about how you feel things are between you all now that you're vegan, and if things feel different, and just to name things and speak about it and talk honestly about how you're all feeling and stuff. I think that's really important. And if you find that hard, I could get that, because I historically have found communication really hard. I'm only finding it easier in more recent years, but I can highly recommend the book Non-Violent Communication. It's my favourite book I've read in my entire life. I've read it like 4 times, and really helps you to figure out how to communicate about things that are difficult without people feeling like judged and criticised and getting defensive and all that stuff. And it's not even about veganism. It's really good. And there's a book called Beyond Beliefs by Melanie Joy, and I've read like 2/3 of it, but I've learned quite a lot about communication from that book. It's designed to be able to be read by vegans and non-vegans, so you could all read it and like learn about how to communicate and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if that's even relevant. Maybe you didn't mean anything about the relationship, so if you didn't, well,
tough luck. You've got it. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, it also went on banners, but yeah, thanks for that. I'll give those a look. Really appreciate you. Corporal Mayon is in the hizzy. Good to see you. Jack, I lifted for a few days and I'm so sore. Will my muscles stop getting sore after exercise in the future? Does food help with recovery? Well, if you're not eating adequate food or adequate protein or calories and protein, that could be a reason like you're extra sore. If you're unaccustomed to exercises, like they can be particularly sore for a while until you get acclimatized. Maybe just don't go at it quite so hard next time and more slowly build into it.
Yeah.
Certain body parts, though, I will be like super sore. Other body parts never seem to get sore for some reason, and
you used to complain more about DOMs, didn't you? I think in more recent years, you've not been like trying to get up off the sofa and like, oh god, and stuff like how you used to be.
Yeah, a vegan diet certainly helps. So more recently, of course, I'm doing a higher frequency, so I'm doing lower intensity at each workout.
Is that a thing that they
so
could
I'm not so sore?
Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're just hitting body parts once a week, you're going to be a lot more sore than if you hit them 2 or 3 times a week with, days off in between. So obviously your volume, you're doing like a third to like half the volume at each session. I like being sore though. It makes me feel like, that's the feeling of progress.
But you can be so sore that just moving,
it's not
if you,
fun,
like,
particularly if it's
legs,
legs.
Legs, and you can just think like, no, it's not worth it to feel like this for like nearly a week. Like,
Plant-based powered in the hizzy. Good to see you. Mooncat, what's the make of air fryer? Bagot, Bagotte. We've had a couple. We basically got sent them, to like promote. But yeah, really good. Not overly expensive, like one of the cheaper brands, but plenty good enough.
So like £40 or 50 or something.
I don't know. We got them for free.
Yeah, they have different sizes for the basket. That's one thing to look out for. Like the bigger the basket, the more you can fit in. But I find it's good to have a bigger basket, but you don't want to have it full up anyway, because then everything doesn't really cook. So do with that information what you will. Yeah, maybe like a wider one. I don't know. I should do those Hasselback potatoes again, shouldn't I?
Yeah, they were nice.
About those. Okay.
You're welcome, Kate Crane. Alexi, because of you, I now eat mostly whole foods and less convenience foods. Sweets I no longer eat all day, and sugar's been replaced by dates and bananas. My digestion thanks me. Very good. Well done, Alex. Let's have a round of applause for Alex. I love it when people are, using this info and taking charge of their health and getting the benefits. That's why I get up in the morning. Have we said hello to Pomo already? I can't remember. Right at the start, I think. But hi again, anyway.
Yeah.
Andre, how big of a deal are the acrylamides and advanced glycation end products that you often mention? Surely a chana steak would be 20 times the AGs of a sweet fried potato. So steaks are high in, or meat, proteins and fats are high in advanced glycation end products. Starches are the acrylamide form in foods. So I think acrylamides only form once you superheat things. So you can have your sweet potato, if you steam it, I don't think it would have any acrylamides or very low. But yeah, if you were to use this high heat cooking method, you're going to create some amount of acrylamides. Not half as much as if you deep fry, so that's not so bad. But yeah, I get your point, and I might get the numbers slightly wrong now. I was hearing something about a gram of boiled carrots, so actually cooked carrots, and a gram of raw butter. And I can't remember the numbers now, but it was something really ridiculous. I think that gram of butter, raw, not even heated, had like a million count of these AGEs. And I think the carrots might have been like 100 actually. I think it's coming back to me. So yeah, it is many-fold. Hang on, it wouldn't have been carrots and butter, would it? Because that's I've forgotten. It was on Nutrition Facts somewhere. Maybe look up. I think it was to do with AGEs. It was to do with AGEs. But anyway, yeah, the fact that, typically plant products versus animal products, the plant products are going to be far better than the animal products in like most ways. And AGEs and acrylamides are one of those things. Yeah. I wish I could remember the science. It really frustrates me. If I don't think of something for like months and months and months, it just goes out of my bloody head. Oh, thanks, Benny. That's funny, G. Ben Clark. Hey, man, not sure how relevant this question is, but what do you think of the climate crisis? Do you think it can be fixed? My understanding was that we'd passed like about 12 of the 16 markers, which meant it's irreversible. That was my understanding like a few years ago. Recently, I've been listening to, I mentioned him earlier, a climatologist called Dr. Salish Rao, and he's very confident that we can turn it around. I can't remember all these facts and figures because I just had trouble sort of soaking it all up. It is very detailed, but if you want to find out more, I would recommend you listen to his webinars at climatehealers.org. He's really good. He was the right-hand man to what was his name again? Gore? Al Gore. He was his right-hand man, but then when Al Gore wouldn't talk about animal ag and was just blaming everything on fossil fuels, he told him to do one and just left. And then he got involved in cowspiracy.
What a guy.
He's quite a guy. Yeah, and I think that's a very relevant question. It's just not really in my wheelhouse to give you a very good answer. Right. Catherine, I'm glad to have moved away from all of my family. It's sad that it has to come to that, isn't it? But I'm glad that you're happy. JR, is it okay to rest 2 times a week in muscle building? Normally you rest 1 day. Yes. I think like if you're training really hard, probably 4 days might be about the most that like maybe a drug-free athlete would benefit from, possibly. We're all different. I mean, yeah, I guess you've got to try it out and see how you get on. Jack, my motivation to lift was to get stronger, but now I can't get out of bed. Oh. Should I keep going until failure with my exercises? Possibly not by the sounds of you. I do. I go close to positive failure, but in good form. Plant-based powder. I'm getting California smoke here in Colorado from all the fires they're having. It's because no one told Al Gore about animal. Well, sadly, Dr. Salish Rao did tell him, but he wasn't listening, which is why he left and told him to do one. Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Monday.
Monday. What are you lovely people up to this week? Have you got anything exciting on? What's coming up?
Yeah. Monday. Oh, we're doing those Snickers bites tomorrow.
Snickerdoodles.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And what other videos do you guys want to see from us? What else do you wish to see or know about? But don't be too nosy, mind
Stuff you should know.
Tell you what, you haven't done a Q&A for a long time.
I've not done a Q&A.
On the channel or on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, I should do that. Catherine is sad in a way, but my family aren't good people to be around if you want to succeed in life. Yeah.
We have a right, you have a right in life to be around whatever people feel right for you to be around. So it doesn't matter who they are to you as such. Like, be around people that you want to be around.
You can pick your friends, you can't pick your family and all that. But you can choose to sod them off.
Yeah, if it's right for you, then it's totally right for you. And yeah.
Toby, last week at work, then I'm off for 2 weeks. Nice. Nice. Oh, you're going to be well rested for camp out then. JR, what do you think about making tofu in the oven until crispy or eating peanut butter that was roasted? So again, it's advanced glycation end products when it's fats and proteins. And tofu is going to have some amount of AGEs. If you're putting it in the oven till it's crispy, you're going to get about 3 times the amount of AGEs. Peanut butter, most of that is roasted, which is the only reason it's particularly tasty. And again, you're going to 3x the advanced glycation end products.
Do you think to some degree people should think about how their health's doing? Like a lot of people come to the vegan diet because their health isn't good and they want to improve their health. So I think if your health's not very good, maybe pay even more attention to any detail or any things that you have control over, like eating roasted peanut butter, to really optimize things, to really help your body out so it can heal and recover. But perhaps if you're super well and feel amazing all the time and, maybe you might think, I won't worry as much about having some oil-free crispy chips sometimes or whatever. I don't know, I guess.
But, you may get a cancer that you wouldn't have got otherwise. So it's... But are you going to eat... It's certainly not optimal, is what I'll say.
Yeah. Are you going to eat, just boiled and steamed vegetables and grains and stuff for your whole life and never have anything that's crispy, or you can only decide that, I suppose, can't you, kind of thing. Some people eat a raw diet and never have crispy things and cooked, etc., don't they?
And get hit by a bus.
I guess you've got to decide for yourself.
And then JR's asking, is it really, really bad? I don't know that we've got studies showing life expectancy. Well, ideally we'd have whole foods plant-based versus whole foods plant-based, raw/wet heat cooking methods versus whole foods plant-based with some, say a serving of tofu or oven, roasted fries or whatever, or what's that called? Air fried, potato chips. The science hasn't been done, so I don't know. I don't know is the answer, but it's not optimal. It's not optimal.
But we certainly don't go all through life never eating some chips, for example.
I would say I'll probably eat something like tofu or oil-free chips, maybe once a day. The rest of the food is raw or wet heat cooking methods. But probably most days I'll eat one thing sort of crispy, would you say? I might eat the odd rice cake or I toast bread. I toast bread a lot of mornings. I'd say every day I have at least one sort of crispy, so acrylamide or AGE rich food. But
Well, one thing I'll say about food really is I don't think it does us good to be eating something and really fretting about it and worrying about it. Have a great attitude about food and be cautious and think, okay, I'm not going to put really terrible things into me, or I'm going to take care of myself. But say if occasionally you think I'm going to make myself some kale chips or gonna eat some peanut butter or whatever the thing is, and you think, okay, it would be more optimal to eat this instead of this, but I'm gonna have this. Like, don't do it with the attitude and the fear of like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. This is really bad for me. Like that's got to make it even worse than if you're like, no, this is okay. Like, I eat so good. I don't have much stress. I live this a great life. You know, I'm happy and I'm healthy. Like, yeah, I can eat this. Like, my body can manage this. Like, you know, I think that's just a better attitude to have, in my opinion, than like overly worrying and still doing something. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I love it. Right. Treat Vegan Cube on Saturday in Nottingham. Very good. Foxy Blonde, I've booked a day to visit the animal sanctuary on Stuart's birthday. So spending the day with all the beautiful rescue animals.
That's very cool.
We are well gel. Very nice. Plant-powered runner, if you're lifting to failure, does it typically take a bit longer to recover, or does it really matter? I suppose it can do. Also, though, there's like volume, and you can get kind of more sore from just doing loads more volume and stuff. So sort of you've got to look at the whole picture and like the total sort of intensity, you know, relative to, you know, like a number of exercises, how hard you're hitting them, you know, how close to failure, volume, and then like how frequently are you training. It's all about the sort of intensity per workout, basically. So there's a few sort of factors. But yeah, kind of rule of thumb would be the more you go to failure or past failure. Yeah, I used to take a week to recover. I would do the HIIT method, made popular by Dorian Yates. So chest would be barbell bench press, 1 set to failure. Incline dumbbell press, 1 set to failure, and a couple of 4 reps with a partner. Then I would do something like dumbbell flies to failure, 1 set. And then I would do, say, a cable crossover. And then I'll do a drop set on the end. So really, I've only really done 4 like working sets. But I would be sore for the whole week because I was actually going past failure at points there. Now I tend to do higher volume. Actually not half as sore. So, yeah. Jan. That's not for us.
Yeah, the link that I posted in the chat, I'll post it again. This is for the free guide if anybody would like it. We need to change the one that's underneath in the description. Free guide. Yeah.
I'm trying to think how I even do that. Oh, I know.
Well, don't you know everything?
Catherine, are there any healthy birthday type desserts in your cookbook? I've been thinking about getting it, and my birthday is next week, but I don't want cake, something with a bunch of sugar and oil.
Oh, nice. Well,
there's certainly a lot of quite decadent, like impressive looking cakes.
Yeah, I mean, there's cakes in there.
Maybe the carrot cake.
Yeah, I mean, what do you like? If you're not fussed about having a cake as such, you could have raw millionaise shortbread.
Oh, they're amazing.
It's really decadent.
I recommend the cherry cheesecake as well.
Yeah, so there's a carrot cake with like a pineapple. You can't
That's
see a
not
lot
really
of this,
happening.
So. Yeah, there's a chocolate peanut butter cake. It's all sugar
Oh,
free.
that's really good. Yeah.
Sugar free. So the sweeteners is like dried fruit, date syrup, date sugar, other fruits. There is a cheese. If you like cheesecake, I'd definitely make this.
Put that near your face.
Oh, near my face. Oh yeah, that's one of my favourites. What else would I say? Oh, there's some pies that are really good. So there's an apple pie. It's not very birthday-y, but there is a banana cream pie. That's like a frozen dessert, and you get it out and you have a slice that's all kind of like cold and nice. And there is a key lime. You're not
going to see it because it's green.
Pie. That is also really nice. So it depends like what your tastes are. Yeah, and then you can make things like cookies and there's a watermelon cake that's really cool. If you want something that's just really fruity and juicy, you know. It looks like it would be really simple to make, but it's a little time consuming, that one. Well, you know, I guess that's like kind of perspectives, how long you think is long, but yeah, it's a little bit of work, that one, but the end result's really nice.
Our cookbooks, guys, are currently buy one, get one half price if you're interested to get the two.
Yeah, so yeah, I think loads of them could be good for birthdays, for sure. Yeah.
I agree, JR. I wholeheartedly agree. Hungry Greek Mexican, Hench BMI not to be trusted. If you're like a couch potato, you can probably trust it. If you're any kind of an athlete, I once I was at the doctor's and I had to have some kind of medical type thing, and she did my BMI and she said, well, according to this, you're morbidly obese, but obviously you are actually a physical specimen. So I was pretty pleased with that. So that doctor knew what was up. Now, the real rule of thumb now is your waist doubled should not be any more than your height. That's the real good rule of thumb when it comes to your kind of health potential. So any half clever doctor or dietitian or anyone will be doing that measurement rather than BMI. True vegan. Some who come to be plant-based have come to it after ill health. So I've usually had complicated mix of diets before getting here. Yep, likely.
Very true.
Plant-based powered. What's your thoughts on vegan gain's stance on killing predator animals because of rights violation? I think it's not vegan anymore. Well, if it's not vegan to harm an animal, you would have to be correct if that is indeed what he's saying. Noah Stone, hi there. Just wondered what your thoughts are on meal timing after working out. I couldn't eat for about 2 hours after working out today and it stressed me out. Should I worry about it? No. I think the main thing is just get the calories in and the protein in. Like, a lot of people think you've got to get protein in, but we keep pools of free amino acids in there. Interstitial space between our muscle fibers, like that, they're in you. They're in you if you've been eating protein.
Oh God, they're in you.
I think ideally, I mean, it can help to refuel the muscles and optimize the hormones to like eat directly after a workout. Some people like to get a liquid feed in, at least a protein shake, and then eat like within an hour. But really and truly, it probably doesn't make much clinical difference whatsoever. I really wouldn't be worrying about it. I would imagine that the stress you put yourself under was a lot worse for your gains than any potential loss there, which probably was nothing. So don't worry about it. Robert Pacino, too late, but good evening, everyone. Good evening. Are we going to go a bit longer? How are you feeling?
Yeah, fine.
Should we go till 8:30 or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want us, that's what will happen.
Yeah. Plant-based power. Do you guys like camping? No. We're going to the vegan camp out, but we're staying in an Airbnb.
I always like the idea of camping more than when it comes down to it. We've camped there 2 or 3 times, haven't we? And I always just get really cold and uncomfortable, and then there's the queue for the toilets in the night when you're tired, and so yeah, I'm not a fan, really.
I think that I would enjoy some wild camping, me and you, and plenty of warm, if we had the proper kit,
and
so
a
that we
really
weren't
warm weekend or something.
Yeah, and say a really good ground sheet, like some padding, good sleeping bags. I would like to get into the wilderness. I would be quite interested to do some psychonauting in the wilderness. Away from people. Yeah. That would really interest me. Or just to be in nature and just forget about technology for a few days. Reconnect with Mother Earth. Just be with my lovely.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Let's do that at some point.
I guess we wouldn't have anyone playing guitar outside our tent at 2 in the morning.
I was about to kill someone.
It happened at one of the
I really was about to kill someone. Gemma had to like grab me.
And then the last camp out,
I think it was Chris Hines. I didn't know at the time.
The last camp out, our zip broke on our tent, didn't it? So we couldn't shut the tent, and I was already so cold. I then became really grumpy that night and the next day.
I didn't sleep very well, and then like I was really, because I'm so heavy. Like if it's not really good, like, well, not obviously normally I sleep on a mattress, so it's all right, but. You don't go have a mattress in a tent.
Yeah, one time we bought this really big airbed and it didn't fit inside the tent when you went to it. So you slept on it outside of the tent.
Outside, yeah. I was covered in flies in the morning. It was horrible. Oh, God.
Did you have any mosquito bites?
No mosquitoes.
That's good. Oh, do we need mosquito repellent for the camp out?
Oh, I don't know.
Does anyone else feel swindled that you get mosquitoes in the UK? I never just was really so aware of that when I was younger. But, yeah. I don't want to get mosquito bites in the UK. Come on, if you go abroad, you think, okay, well, at least I'm getting some sun and some adventure. But damn it, not in the UK.
Jamie, I've seen Garth Davis say he's sure to include berries for his breakfast to counter his toast. See, that makes sense, doesn't it? But then again, like, say you were getting some cancer, like, cells taking hold. Maybe like the berries got used up countering the toast, and then you didn't have enough to counter that extra load from the cancer cells. So it's never optimal. But yeah, you know, I try to eat as nutritious a diet as I can, and yeah, I'll have like say some toast or something. And I just hope for the best. Certainly, most people eat a far more horrible diet than I do. So. You know, we shouldn't be too bad on the scale of things. I would have thought, would hope, but you never know. Catherine, I don't eat a lot of actual cake. Not a fan of chocolate. Otherwise, I'm pretty open. I would say the cherry cheesecake or the key lime pie or the carrot cake. I would go for one of those.
If you want to know which one is the quickest to make, it would be the key lime pie or the banana cream pie. Super quick. You just put some things in a blender, mix it, then you put it in the tin for the base, then you mix the filling, put it in, then you put it in the freezer. It's that quick. The others have a little more steps, but not like hugely complicated or anything.
Alexi, have a nice evening. You're all great. You lovely person. Same to you. Catherine, I have to try the key lime pie. Good choice. This is my favourite thing when I was young. Yeah, I was a massive fan of key lime pie, and when Gemma managed to suss out a Whole Foods version, I was over the bloody moon.
I haven't made that for a while. I should make that, and some of the other ones, really. Yeah.
Well, I'm most proud. You should get printed versions of your cookbook.
They're just not really enough pages. They're like 30 recipes each, so normally cookbooks are at least 100 recipes. So
it's like 15 pages. Oh, mind you, no, it's not just 15 because you've got photos.
For every recipe, plus there's nutrition.
But it's like it'll be like a pamphlet more than a book, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm now working on one more cookbook, and then I was thinking about putting all three like into one printed book and adding some more in and stuff. So that's like a project for the future, perhaps. I don't know.
It's a bit of a pain with because you don't know how many to get. You don't know how many you'll sell. If you only buy a small amount, it's really expensive. If you buy tons, you could be stuck with them.
And if you do print on demand with a company, you don't get much money.
You get stuff or money. Yeah, it's a hard one.
Not so great, but
I would like to offer one because people do ask, but I wouldn't like to be stuffed like either way.
Well, we bought a load of clothing, like merchandise, a few years back. When we first started the channel, like we just bought too much and then we were stuck with it for years.
We've still got one or two.
We're down to our last like 20 tops or something. We've got about 15 plant-based gains women's large left. And that's another thing. It's like you don't know what sizes to get with merch. So I'm glad we don't have merch at home anymore, like stock, you know.
And then there's the pain of having to bloody post everything out, isn't there?
Yeah, so I wouldn't like to have books here. And then if we want to travel around a bit, like what do you do? Like, you know, it's a bit of a nuisance. Where would we put them?
If we do decide to do a printed book, would we pay someone to be the book monkey?
Perhaps, yeah. But if we're going to do that, we should look around and see if a company will do it, and then we get a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So more
We
like a
haven't looked
print on
into
demand.
it. Yeah, I haven't looked into it much, have we, so far? So, who knows?
JR, do you think eating seitan every day or every other day is okay? Yeah, it's not optimal. You know, it's not as healthy as like the whole foods that you're displacing, but I certainly eat it fairly regularly. I like to have a little processed protein because of being a bodybuilder. I need a higher percentage of protein in my diet. Profitam, what's your thoughts on kimchi / sauerkraut? I don't really know because a few people I look up to, they're sort of mixed. Some say yay, some say nay. You know, a lot of people cite like the extra salt, but some people say that's that's like countered by the you know, the probiotics or something or other, like the fact that it's fermented. I don't really know is the answer. Some people say that, you know, the probiotics are not going to make much difference because there's so few of them. So I'm unsure. I think if there is a benefit, it's probably not that amazing. However, I think historically we've eaten like fermented foods. I think that there are benefits to be had. So I sometimes add some in, but not often, if I'm honest. But you know, some people I really look up to like do really recommend it. So yeah, I don't really know. JR, maybe don't say don't eat any protein powder. Yeah, so you'd be displacing that. Yeah, that's what I do. Foxy, I will need to order the recipe books. I'm not too good with baking though. Making a banana loaf tomorrow, bless you. Yeah, there's not much in the way of baking in our books, like happily. Keep the party going, will do. Gemma, if you don't like camping because you got cold and uncomfortable, then you haven't been shown how to do it right. Yeah, we were just self-taught, so that's very true. If you want to try wild camping, come to Canada. Let me take you out. We've got the best wilderness, so make sure you sleep like a baby in a comfy hammock in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that sounds.
That sounds really good.
That sounded really good.
Yeah. Yeah, we may take you up on that one day, Andre.
When can we come?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Oh, nice.
We hope to do some extensive travelling at some point.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really do it right, did we? For
No.
sure. Yeah, because like at the camp out, like I wanted to look nice, so I had a dress on and stuff, and then the temperature goes down, you know, down, and then I start putting a coat on and stuff, but then I think I'm already too cold, and yeah, we didn't do it good.
Martina is in the hizzy. Foxy Blonde, not a fan of camping, but there's a great place in Scotland down at Ballacody. I think I've been there. Have I? Which has beautiful cabins. No, it didn't have cabin. Well, it had one or two or three. One by a great bunch of vegans. Is that where I went? Did they have V in the park there? Did they have V in the park there? Shower, cooking and wood burners in the cabins. Maybe they've added since I've been there. I've got a feeling that's where I went. Or does it just sound similar because it's Scottish sounding? It was something, OD.
You had a fancy time, didn't you? That looks like a bit like where you went, does it?
Well, no. No, not at all. But, like, that was a while ago that we went there. Is it where they had V in the park? If so, I've been there. Nelly, it's not good to roast my potatoes and vegetables in the oven, even if I don't use oil. Yeah, not so good. Again, you will be creating some acrylamides. However, like we do that fairly regularly, if we're honest. We've got the hick-me-ups.
Oh God.
Profitam, I think there's some studies which potentially link kimchi to gastric cancer, but it's hard to tell whether it's the excess salt or the actual fermentation process, so I try not to overdo it. Yeah, salt does raise your cancer risk, that's for sure. Mooncat, vegan camp should be pretty comfy as we're booked into a hotel.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Plant-based powered, you should do more troll video comments. Those were funny. I have mixed. Yeah, I don't feel good like crueling people. Yeah, but that can be funny. I wonder how much good it does though. Do you know what I mean? I wonder if it does more harm than good. Foxy. There are around 4 or 5 cabins. The rest is camping. It's in Dumfries. Is that where I went?
You really want to know, don't you?
Yeah, because I've been
there.
been in the park, and then I'll just type those words in.
That looked like a good event.
I've been in the park, Ballock OD. I've been there.
Oh, nice. You were right. You should have trusted your instincts.
Yeah.
It's got the word stinks in it.
I wonder if I can play a little bit of it.
I couldn't go because I was doing my course studying, wasn't I?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how I'd find it really.
Oh yeah, if it's in a vlog, it's harder to find it sometimes.
Yeah, I had me as Ghost Rider on the.
Oh yeah.
Can you carry on with some comments or something, and then I'll just be having a look. Oh, you can look on there, can you?
Yeah. I can.
I should have known.
I can look on my computer. Propitam is saying kimchi is delicious with some avocados on toast. So let me not lie. I could never really get a taste for kimchi, but I was just trying to eat it straight out of the jar. And I've heard people say, no, you should put it in like a dish or something. But I really wanted to like it. I had a jar and I had like 3 goes and it was just like, no, it's not for me. Not for me. Plant-based Howard says, does vitamin C remain in a potato when you cook it?
Yes. Unless you boil it, it escapes in the cooking water.
JB says, is it worth buying an air fryer? Is there anything beyond chips I would use it for? I'm concerned it will end up shoved in a cupboard somewhere. Yeah, I can understand that concern. What do I do? I like making chips in it. I like making sweet potato chips because in the oven, like if you try and do fries like with sweet potatoes, they just end up kind of mushy. They don't really crisp up at all, but in an air fryer they do. And when we first got ours, we made kale chips every day for like weeks, I think. But yeah, we've kind of got out of the habit now, but it's nice to have it there for that. And sometimes I want to do a lot of chips and there's not enough room, you know, for all of our needs. So I sometimes use the oven and the air fryer at the same time. Maybe I do like falafels in the air fryer and I do chips in the oven. If they need to be like different temperatures and stuff, so that's an option. And I always do tofu, baked tofu, crispy like cubes of it in the air fryer. So I'd say we use ours like 3 or 4 times a week. So ours has not ended up in a cupboard. One thing I like about it is that you don't have to like preheat it like you do an oven. If you just suddenly think like, oh, like I wouldn't mind some, you know, some potato rounds or some tofu with my dinner or whatever, you just chuck it in and turn it on and it straight away will be the right temperature. Any other advantages for air fryers?
Kale chips.
I guess they cook everything all round. Does an oven do that? I don't know if there's any more benefits over an oven.
Crispier.
So, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I
like them. Yeah, I wouldn't be without it personally. Although I do sort of half worry a bit about the toxins. Who wants to see me at the Ballico D campsite? I don't know if you want to or not, but I've got an urge to watch it, so I'm putting it on. So, there. Your soul is tainted with the blood of the innocent. Feel their pain. I was pretending to be Ghost Rider.
Oh, it looked really nice. I wish I had been able to go.
Scotland. Well, we're here.
Where do we go?
We're here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of the spin.
How many people went to that?
Not a whole load.
Kind of, quite small.
It was quite intimate.
Jojo!
Aww.
Look how much smaller Jojo is.
Yeah, he's little.
Scorpington.
Yeah, it's like a scorpion machine. Also that.
This is going to be the best part of the vlog.
Yeah, no.
Thanks, Jojo. You are a star. buy Lego. I saw you in the Lego store. You had fun, didn't you?
Can you stop having these exclusive Lego designs on camera, please? They're not the big thing.
So that's our friends Family Freedom who were in the chat earlier. So do subscribe to them. They're brilliant. Oh, and they had a fancy... Here's one of the cabins.
Yeah.
He's got this wooden caravan type dilly.
You had to slum it in a tent like
I
some
just
sort of
slum it
chump.
in a tent like a
You
chump.
probably
Of Freedom Family.
Family
Freedom.
Freedom.
Oh, yeah, I used to get the channel name the wrong way around.
I like overcomplicate it, and then I get it. Call yourself a friend.
Family Freedom. Like and subscribe, and all deep blacks and black beans in there for the pro eats. Who would live in a house like this? There's Katie. The family. I mean,
at those
the Freedom
beds, it smells
Family.
cool.
I'm such a good friend to Bob and Katie. I can't even remember the channel name. Sorry.
Determined that you get in a fire glitter being and all that.
These girls were a pain. They were savage. Oh, it's these little girls again. Do you want to be in my vlog? Yay! And now what's your names again?
Summer, Millie.
Summer and Millie. Ah, lovely names. And you've got beautiful face paints on, haven't
Yeah,
you?
we're unicorns.
And you unicorns, and you've been trying to make James and Chris have their face painted.
And you.
I mean, I'm going to have mine tomorrow because I've got to do my speech in the morning, so I need to look sort of normal for a minute. Oh, that little face. But I will definitely do it.
Today, please.
Is it? What's the date? You don't know, do you? True or not? But you might be. And you're Pocahontas. You look a little bit like Pocahontas. Yeah. She was scary. Anyone you want to shout out? Your mum, your agent?
My auntie that took me here.
That's enough for them. They scare me. Glorious out here. But I've been invited into... There's my glitter beard. Family residence. Let's have a look what's going on. I often talk about the first speech I did where I felt really confident. We get to live it every day. There I am, on my CBD oil. A little bit of nuts and seeds, particularly fat chia seeds. I was having right fun. And here's the...
In Scotland, the first
Here's the
thing
founder lady.
myself and the other organisers
Glitter
have
bit, glitter bit.
Okay, here's the glitter beard. With the blood of the innocent, feel their pain.
Vegan Ghost Rider here.
Yeah, vegan
Did
ghost
you have
rider.
glitter
That's my
everywhere,
new
like in
YouTube
your
name.
bed and like...
It was bad.
Yeah, just undo all the years of work for Hench Herbivore.
Maybe when I do the sort of critique videos, I'll go.
I think you should bring it
What
back.
is it again? I've forgotten. What the firehead?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring it back. And glitters are vegan and what's the phrase? Environmentally
Biodegradable.
biodegradable glitter. Are they much more expensive? Here we go. Oh, Glitterbeard, the pirate.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Yeah, he's great, isn't
Excellent.
he? Is it good?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Astounding.
It's all on you.
It's all on me.
It's all on you.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry for the excess,
No,
but you know,
it's
stand
fair.
up, give that a little rub
No,
on.
I want it to
It'll-
stay
it'll
on.
It'll go.
I want it to stay on. Oh, it's young Emily.
There we go. You're fine.
Ah, that's really good. Ah, I love it. Let's get a little snap together, shall we? Is that right? She was a lovely lady. We're hanging out with a lovely lady. Hit me up, guys. And then everyone signed off my video. Follow these guys. Link in the description. They flipping rock. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That was nice, wasn't it, boys and girls? I forgot we were live streaming.
Wasn't
How are we
that
doing?
Is everyone gone?
Is everyone gone?
Oh, dear.
Right.
You've not put the screen back normal again.
Oh, I need to put the screen normal.
Yeah.
Is anyone still here?
Did that get anyone juiced up for the...
For the camp out?
imagine that, but like hundreds of times bigger.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
11,000
literally hundreds of
people.
times bigger.
Yeah. Anyways, 8:30. It's 8:30. It's 25 to 9.
Oh, blinking heck.
We've got to go to bed soon.
Anyway, Foxy Blonde, that was Ballock OD campsite. So you were talking about it, and there I was years ago. Ooh.
You wanted it, and you got it. Maybe you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, we should probably sign up. Let's just see if anyone said anything that we need to speak to.
Okay.
Thanks, Foxy.
So Alex has had something on his mind. He wants some.
I recently heard that my brother-in-law has started losing weight on a carnivore diet. I'm happy for him, as there's been a couple. But a struggle for a long time. But he's also developing heart and joint issues. That's the trouble. Your heart is pretty important. Alex, I want to try and help him see that there are better ways of losing weight and getting healthy through a whole foods plant-based diet, but I don't want to turn him off.
Turn him off what?
I don't know. I suppose it's hard to reach someone when they've got the total opposite idea in their head. You could show him the Broad study. It was a, is it called an acronym? B.R.O.A.D. Broad study out of New Zealand at the end of 2016. If you type Broad with dots in between, like broad, but it's pronounced Broad. It's a 2016 study from New Zealand, and those people on that diet ate ad libitum. They ate as many calories as they wanted of higher carb, lower fat, whole foods, plant-based diet. On average, they dropped a pound of excess fat per week, but their blood pressure, their triglycerides, their cholesterol levels all came down to within the healthy ranges. So not only can he lose weight, he can also put his cholesterol in good order. So that would be a very good one. That'd be a very good
Maybe
one.
you could put some videos and things his way about heart disease and meat. Like go on nutritionfacts.org, the website, or the YouTube channel. Yeah, and his health issues, maybe send him some content. So you're not trying to say, oh, you should go vegan, but you're just sending him some content like, oh, I came across this about like heart health and which foods, can be helpful or not helpful, and maybe that's like an angle.
Trying to carry on chatting. I just saw that Foxy said she wanted to check out the whole video. I'll just I'll get that up for you so you didn't have to search for it, because it'd be hard to find it.
Okay, then plant-based powered says, how come your beard was so dark back then? It was longer, wasn't it?
Longer. I've got quite a bit of grey in my beard in recent years.
But when it's when it's longer and thicker, it seems darker. I think you just have it a bit more trimmed a lot of the time now.
Yeah, it's a lot shorter. Yeah. So that's 3 years ago. 3 years.
Wow. Goes so fast. And Andre's saying, when's the next members only stream? We missed it.
Yeah,
this
we
month.
actually missed it, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm sorry, we accidentally missed it this month, but
We're absolute twits.
yeah, I mean, do you guys still want it? We're thinking like not a lot of people come.
Yeah, I think not a lot of people come, but if a few of you say that you do want it, of course we will do it. So
Yeah. Should we
Yeah,
ask? Should we
let us
ask
know.
on Discord?
yeah, let's ask on Discord.
Okay, and then we'll obviously give you plenty of notice,
We'll ask in Discord and on the community tab and in Patreon.
Okay, we really better go.
Yeah, we better go and do some other things. It's nearly our bedtime. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, moderators, for keeping us troll-free. Thanks for the super chats, keeping the beans on our toast.
The wolves from the door.
And the camera's rolling. rolling.
And here's another link to our free e-guide if anybody wants
Download
to download
that.
A lot of stuff we talk about every stream is in that guide, and if you don't pay attention to the things in that guide, you're not going to thrive long term. So it's really important stuff that we want all of you to know.
There's a complete overview of all the things, all the basics that you need to know.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Foxy Blonde with the last minute super chat. 5 great British pounds. That is very kind. I will check it out. Thank you both for a great live. And thank you for being so lovely. And thank all of you for being so lovely. We really appreciate our big lid of friends.
Another super chat.
Oh, Alex with 5 Canadian dollars. Thanks for your suggestions. Really appreciate it. Well, thank you. Thank you, you lovely person. Andre, don't do it if it's a pain, but if you do it, definitely want to join. Yeah, no, it's not a pain. It's not a pain. Yeah, we actually just bloody forgot.
Yeah, I've been super
I didn't
busy.
write it on the calendar like an idiot. I should have
And we
written
just
it
want
in.
to do it if you guys still want it as well.
Yeah.
Is one thing we thought.
Yeah. But of course, like if you're paying for the, the membership or the Patreon, we do kind of
and
hour
you
it.
want
So
it, then
yeah,
why
let's
do it?
let's sort of promote it. Let's say like who wants it, and I'm going to guess a few people say they want it, and then we'll sort out like a good time for it. Maybe like a Wednesday, as we normally do it on a Wednesday. Would make sense, wouldn't it? I'm tired. We better go. I love you all. You're the best people.
Yeah, have a nice week, everybody. Catch up with us on the Instagram, in between now and other streams. So your new thing now is you stream about 7 p.m, which is 1 hour later than his usual time.
I've decided to stop the morning streams because they got really quiet, so that seemed a bit sort of pointless. But I am doing nightly streams, 7 p.m. GMT. If you don't know what time that is, just go back 1 hour, 40 minutes from now, your time. And that's what time that is. And that's why I said that. Bye for... Oh, Andre, you lovely man.
Oh.
We keep super chatting, you can't go to bed. Well, at least we'll be rich, though, so we can sleep when we're dead.
Tired and but rich.
Oh, thank you, Andre, you lovely soul. Right, quick before he does it again. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. It's just... great to be back on here again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, madam. We just got to wait a minute because the stream doesn't end straight away, and then we'll cut ourselves off if not.